Boggs Track, Stockton, 1972. The house inside smelled like fried spam and rice, those aromatic scents trying to make their escape. Outside, 22-year-old Alfonso Casalte, with grease on hands and the OJs in his ears, his head under the hood of a 66 baby blue Impala that belonged to Johnny Sanchez, his best friend who swore he'd one day drive it to San Diego with the windows rolled down and no plan up his sleeves. That's where the two lifelong friends disagreed. Alfonso didn't care about San Diego. He just wanted to breathe without bumping into someone else's idea of who he should be. The town was small, too small. Everybody knew somebody's cousin, or you were neighbors with the barber's godparents. Not that Alfonso seen a barber since he got discharged from the army 13 months earlier. But he'd also say that traveling in the army sounded like he saw the same people with different faces. Things he would tell his firstborn son, Sam, later on in life. But now he's just 22 years old, facing his own life, dreams, and struggles. "You sure that's the right part, man?" Johnny asked, chewing sunflower seeds, spitting the shells on the driveway. Johnny knew nothing of fixing cars, just driving them around while looking cool. "This thing is gonna purr, not scream," Alfonso exhaled, twisting the ratchet like he was tuning a ukulele. His long black hair slipped from beneath his ears and stuck to his cheek. "You gonna cut that hair before Dad gets on your case again?" Alfonso didn't answer. The storm was brewing inside the house, like a pot of coffee for lunchtime with the spam and rice. Inside their boxy, gray-yellow house on Washington Street, his father, Elpidio Casalte, sat in his undershirt reading an old letter from the Philippines while drinking his coffee. Old Elpidio read it over and over, lips quivering through the words. The war had eaten the middle part of him. Now only memory and muscle remained. For an old man of 66 could still manage a box of asparagus or two when needed. But those days were slipping away from him now, inch by lonesome inch. In 1943, Philippines, Elpidio had marched through Bantan, barefoot, machete in one hand, a ground off a dead soldier in the other, an American flag sewn into the inside of his shirt. He had fought to become American. Now his son wanted to become too American, as if the past could be thrown out like last week's rice. Baha! Spoiled rice. His son Alfonso Casalte looked like spoiled rice. Back in 1972, Boggs Track, Stockton. He glimpsed at his son Alfonso from the window, shirt untucked, bell bottoms greasy, dirty, his laughter soft and loose. No direction on his face. It looks like he forgot where he came from, he muttered Cebuano. He looks like America won. He looks like spoiled rice. Alfonso didn't argue anymore. There was no questions, no answers. The generation gap was massive. The cultural war between his and his father's generation was in full beast mode. He tried explaining Motown was black soul, not rebellion. That long hair wasn't disrespect, just his generations expressing joy. Working on cars and eating burgers with Chicanos didn't erase the fact that he knew how hard his parents struggled to fit in these United States. Make a meaningful life for his wife, 2 sons, and daughter, Elpidio thought. His dad didn't want explanations. He wanted echoes of home. But Alfonso had never been to Batayan or anywhere near Cebu. He'd only been to Delta riverbanks fishing or the local Stockton Mall and the corner of Gleason Park where old Manang sold lumpia and ice from ice chests wrapped in bath towels. He met Lisa by accident in front of the canned peaches at Safeway on Charter Way. He was trying to decide between Libby's and Del Monte's. Her hair was long too, but hers was brushed and soft, not tangled like his.